Sends up the alley-oop pass, and Ball slams it in.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Young after the basket by Minnesota. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Kicks it out to Johnson. For three. Ball no good.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, earlier I spoke with Lloyd Pierce. He said that Karl-Anthony Towns is arguably the most gifted offensive center in the league today. Kevin, you better believe their defense is keyed on slowing him down.
Thank you, David. And Minnesota has possession following the three by Atlanta. And he makes that one.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, Greg, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Traps in the tray. Herter's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Young against Russell. Young drives in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, do you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high usage player. He is highly efficient.
The first free throw is good.
And, of course,
the Hawks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
To the left side wing. The wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. All-star big man Karl-Anthony Towns is hungry.
I want to be the best player who ever played. And
Eyes, coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got James Johnson. Evans out there with Ball, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Johnson, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Hawks trail by 8. And breathe the pass to Anthony. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Anthony. No good on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well, separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Now, here's Reddish. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. With the shot. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Ball. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Anthony. They grabbed their own miss. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Johnson to pass the ball. Here's Evans. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch. Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Layman's checked in. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Hawks, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Anthony. Now, here's Reddish. He's covered closely.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Layman pass to Evans. Over to the left wing. Ball. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Ball's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Young outside. Over Ball. The Hawks again can't hit.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Young against Ball. Capella dishes to Young. Minnesota with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one. Evans passes the ball over Young. And it's Ball, that time on the assist by Evans. Ball's got 8 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young drives in. That one falls. Young's got 6 points.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well,
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter from the field.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 8. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. It's an 18-point game. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Young for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Russell against Young, and he banks in the layup. 11 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Timberwolves have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The Hawks trail by 18. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft grade, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Passes to Young. Over Russell. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. And it's 13 points for Trae Young.
And adept mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Deflects the pass. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 8 points.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Hawks trail by 19. Young dishes to Capella. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Collins now top the key. Young from outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Pass to Russell. Now Culver. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Atlanta calls timeout. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. how did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were...
Young against Ball. Now, here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Four on the shot clock. Lets it go. Misses the jumper. And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Evans. He's out there with Ball, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 4.
Look out below, an airmail special by Cat.
Here's Young. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
Ball with the bucket.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Young, and the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Ball. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reddish. Off target from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And Ball slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. This one for 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's Reddish. Covered by Evans. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Towns. Dedman with the block. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Of course, in basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So, with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say, as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt. All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Kicks the ball to the middle. Shoots it up. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Towns, a player who took a little bit of time adjusting from the college game at Kentucky to the NBA game, especially Doris on the defensive end.
I do think you have to appreciate over the last several seasons Karl-Anthony Towns' commitment to becoming a better defender. Listen, he has the length to not only block shots, but to alter shots, and you just want him to have consistent effort on that end.
Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Basket good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. That's tipped. To the left wing. Here's Fernando. No good on the 3. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Towns. Here's Ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Brown against Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Here's Brown. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bembry. He's covered by Ball.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
A shot by Reddish, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Hawks. The pass to Bembry. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Over in the corner, Reddish. The shot. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the wide open shot from Evans. Here's Vanderbilt. Ball with a wide open look. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Ball's got 37. And here's Reddish. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.
This week on NBA 2K TV, one-on-one with Warriors Eric Paschall.
Oh, okay.
My team card updates. We give you tips on basic play calling in 2K20 and your top plays. Welcome to a brand
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Stars Spangled Banner. Getting in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, their loss the last time out ended the 5-game.
Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard. And for Minnesota, all out there with Russell. Then there's Towns. Then it's Culver. And it's Johnson in at the power forward. Now, here's Ball. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Early on, Brent, what are some of the intangibles you look for in a team that may be taking the next step?
First of all, is the player who's returning that's shouldering most of the responsibility, is he any better than last season, Kevin? Has there been some growth in his game? Secondarily,
the great ones always grow.
They always do, and they're really sharp usually coming out of summertime, and they're ready to go. Second thing is, has the roster been tinkered with a little bit or tweaked a little bit to enhance what it is that the skill set of the star player is going to provide for their team throughout the next 8 months of the season?
And here's Bledsoe following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Ball. Johnson gets the bucket.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Middleton. The three nailed from three-point land. Middleton's got 6 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Milwaukee. That one drops for him.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Pass to Giannis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
Now, here's Ball. He's guarded closely. Russell from long range. Milwaukee with the rebound. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. His focus, how to slow down the inside-outside offensive brilliance of Karl-Anthony Towns. Coach said he's going to get his points. Our job is to make him work as much as possible and limit his efficiency. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Omari Spellman has come in for James Johnson. To the paint, here's DiVincenzo. Off target at the rim. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Atlanta Hawks. Passes it to Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Pass to Giannis. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%.
Chris Middleton's an interesting story. I remember when he signed his first extension and talking to, at that time, his head coach, Jason Kidd, that Chris was dealing with living up to the contract. I think after that first season went by, he settled back down. It got him into a position to earn this second contract. And now he knows where he belongs. He knows how important he is to the Milwaukee Bucks and their continued success and striving towards a championship for the city. You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And for Middleton, he was drafted in the second round by Detroit. Brent, they sent him to the G League, which he says was the turning point for him.
Well, I think he just got hungrier and realized there's a self-awareness.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Ball, trying to get open as Johnson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. D'Angelo Russell out there with ball. Then it's James Johnson. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
Hernan Gomez passes the ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. A nice shot by Culver.
And looking good there from distance. Culver fundamentally sound with his jumper.
Bledsoe passes to Giannis. Great D that time from Johnson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Culver's shot is off. Bucks trail by 3. Middleton on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Speed burst that time from Middleton, a relentless penetrator and not afraid to take the punishment.
Middleton hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now the pass to Ball. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
On the wing, Giannis. He's guarded by Johnson.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Good on the second free throw. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Russell against Bledsoe. Russell kicks to Ball. Towns trying to get open.
Always seems to be a secondary thought process for the shooter when Giannis is in the area. Definitely throwing some shots off right now.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Timberwolves gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez. He's covered by Ball. On the wing, Giannis. Fires the 3. They get it back. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter.
And that reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Omari Spellman has come in for Johnson.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Bledsoe taking his time here. Here's Antetokounmpo, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves leading by 3. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Russell. Ball's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. Bledsoe against Russell. Bledsoe outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme. He seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now, here is Russell, guarded closely. Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's been getting to the line, made 6 of his 8 tries. That's good from Ball. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Justin Holiday comes in for Chris Middleton. Green, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Ilyasova with the height of a big man. He's very much at ease and has a great release.
The Bucks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And he's good on the second. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ball, no good. Bucks trail by 5. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got 14 points.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Ball with the bucket.
Already one of the league's more creative assist men. Russell making people around him better.
Here's Hill. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Hill's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period with 3 points. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bucks trail by 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, guarding Antetokounmpo is really difficult because of how awkward he can get around the floor and how much space he can take up.
Ball with the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Towns against Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Over to the wing and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on ColeAnthony Towns.
He's coming off an excellent season, second in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great.
You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, three prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, three great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Now here is Hill. Not a lot of room.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And it's good, 2 points. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, sometimes being long and athletic can help you finish through contact. George Hill with a great job there.
And Hill over to help. Lopez with the steal. Look from Holiday. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Hill, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Ilyasova. Hill deciding where to go with it. Teardrop shot. That one, no good. Ball, the pass to Okogie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Timberwolves lead by 4. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Minnesota leading by 4. They've got Towns all out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Ball, no good. Buck shooting at 50% in a decent group. Stolen by Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shots good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Outside Hill. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And there's the pass to Holiday. 5 on the clock, and the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Johnson comes in for Amari Spellman. And Culver's subbed in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Justin Holiday. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Green. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Ball, the pass to Towns. Back to Ball. Shoots the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Pass the ball. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Culver kicks to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Ball with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Giannis outside. Pulls up, high post, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in the rhythm, it becomes dangerous.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ball, the pass to Towns, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame, a smart block, if you will.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Lets it go with the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ball kicks to Culver. Puts up a 3. Knocks it loose. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bucks trail by 3. Here's DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. DiVincenzo's got 8 here in the quarter. Down low, Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Bledsoe against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Bledsoe. T right on him, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Passes it to Lopez. Now the dish to Giannis. 3 seconds left. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Amari Spellman has come in for the Timberwolves, and it's tied up with that one.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Ball, the pass to Spellman. And it's sent back by Lopez. There's the lob at Kumbo. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And so he makes both from the line.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, defensively so tough to make a decision. What do you want to stop? You come off the pick, Giannis can pass, he can finish. It can really cause you to hesitate.
Now, here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Giannis with some nice D. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This is why you got to love where Giannis is in the young part of his career, willing to drain a crucial shot for his ball club.
Here's Ball. A shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe and big shots going together.
Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Ball. Here's Spellman. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Towns finds Ball. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Here's Ball. Another one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
It's in!
You remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Well, they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. It's the first. That will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 3. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Eric Bledsoe bounced around a little bit in the early part of his career under the tutelage of Chris Paul when he first came into the league. Seems like he's found a home here and very much settling into his role.
And so the Bucks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.